Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Horizons Pack with me, Firefox. So last time we left off with making these books here. I do need to make another one, but I need to go get some birch saplings. So we'll have to go and do that. But just before we do, I did notice that if we remember off the last episode when I got attacked by those big massive tree things, they actually gave me these sticks. Now you can use these sticks in making this thing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it, because if that sapling then gives us that stuff, because I don't actually know what it does, I just want to see if it does. So what we need to do is we need to get the sticks, which are these ones here, and then we need to get that stuff, and you just put it around here, and you need to get some nether wart. Sorry, nether wart. Yeah, you get some nether wart. You stick it in the middle. Let's just make this for now. And then you put that in the middle and you get the saplings. Now I'm wondering if we plant these, let's get some bone meal just to test this. If we get the bone meal, there we go, and we create these saplings, I'm wondering if this will give us the green version of it, which means we would have a lot of transformation powder. So no, it just right, so that basically, it doesn't transform those, it just does. Alright, okay, that's interesting to know. So it uses it up though. I actually thought it might have been something else, but it doesn't. It just transfers dirt into mycelium for some weird reason. That's interesting to know. So that's all it does, it just turns it into mycelium. Well, that was completely and utterly pointless. So never mind then. I just thought maybe it might have been a sapling of some type that would make us that stuff. Okay, so let's just collect all this together. So does that transform? Let's just test this outside. Yeah, that stuff still transforms. It still transforms and stuff, which is pretty okay. Oh, there you go, there's a birch sapling. Let's just grow that tree, because we do need birch saplings anyway. Grab the thamium hammer, and hopefully this will drop a load of saplings for us. And then I will get away from the noisy area, guys. Let's go and put the birch sapling in the oven. So we've got 6 of them, so hopefully that will give us what we need. Okay then, that was a bit of a fail. We didn't lose the stuff because we still got it here. We just lost a bit from those things. So if we need mycelium, we can use that. Let's just throw it in there for now because it's kind of pointless at this moment in time. So anyway, in this episode today, we're going to be looking into advancing into this thing a little bit more. I do need to get that stuff so I can make the thing, but what you do need, and I'm just going to completely jump ahead here, we need to make this stuff right here, but to make this stuff we actually need to make this. So to get this we need to make a distillery, and we need to use the goddess stuff with some lapis, and then we've got a chance of getting all this stuff in return. So the distillery itself is this thing here. Now this actually uses the altar's power, so we still need to make one of these again. So let's see if we've got any store them jars things. Let's see. No, we haven't. So let's just grab that and go outside. And we need to get some of this stuff together, the width of magic. Oh, perfect, it gave us 3. Let's see if we can be lucky with that one rowing sapling. If we can be, it would be perfect. And then we'll chop these bad boys down and hopefully get some more. That's that one. And then we're just going to wait for all these drops to happen. And then we'll collect up all the rowing saplings and we'll get some goddess stuff. And has my game crashed? No, it just a little bit of lag there. So we'll collect all these up. I think that is all of them. Oh, look, a stray one. Let's get rid of this tree as well because it was actually holding up some of these. And then we'll collect all these up here. And then we'll have a look in what we've got. So we've got 25 rowing saplings that time, which was even better. So let's stick these down and we'll then grow them again. And that's enough rowing ones for there, and we'll stick the rest of them into the furnace over here, the witch's oven, sorry, witch's oven, there we go. And then that should definitely give us some of the goddess stuff. So once that's done and I've collected everything else that we need to make this stuff here, the distillery, and we also need to make another one for this as well, I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So it's finally smelted down. So let's see, we wanted to make this thing here. I need to get some jars. I've only got one there. I need to go outside and get the ones from outside now. And then we'll make the distillery. The distillery does need to go at the base, or at least near the thing over there. So we will be needing to stick it next to it. So there's our distillery. So what we're going to do now is we're also going to make this thing right here, but I need a cauldron. And then we can make that thing there, and later on we'll make the puppet shelf. The puppet shelf later on is for these puppets right here. You make the puppets quite simply with all this stuff here, and then each puppet does something different. So you've got the earth puppet, which gives you protection on the earth, so if I die the puppet will disappear but I will stay alive. You got the puppet of water, which means if you die in water, as in drowning, then the puppet will disappear and you will stay alive. Same with the fire one. The hunger one is if you starve, it'll then replenish your, so you won't die. Tool one, death one, you got voodoo one, which you use on characters. I think that one and that one is for servers. Vampirism one, I don't know what it does, and then that one as well. Each one of these puppets, we'll get into them a little bit more, but we need to make this tag lock kit, which you just make with a bone and some flint for the needle, and then you just put a bottle next to it. And then what you got to do is the bed that you've slept in, or a bed that another person's slept in, you basically just click on it and then it'll be tagged to that person. Then you got to stick that with the puppet, and then yeah, you use golden. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to stick this thing here. We'll just put that there so you can get charged off this thing on this side of us, and then we're actually going to stick it here. Let me just nip inside and go get some netherrack and a bucket of water as well, and then we can get on to that section of the witchcraft. Let me just netherrack, that's what I wanted. Okay, I just need one piece, and then I need to ignite it, so I need flint and iron, and I can never remember. There you go. That's perfect. So let's just cancel that off, and oh yeah, bucket of water as well would be perfect. So you only need one bucket of water. We just need to go get a bucket of water, which we can get from here, and then we can go outside and deal with this next bit. So let's put you there with you on top, and then we just need to stick this. Right, what I need to do is, right, I need to just do this a little bit more smarter. Let's just put you there. Bugger. Have I got a pick on me? Yes, I have. And we'll break that and put that on the right spot. And then we'll break this one and that one. And we'll put this here. And then we'll put the bucket of water that I collected before into there. Right, well that is basically it. That's the brewing thing. Now what you do is, when you do the brewing, if we go to our brewing one, our manual, you can do these ones. So each one of these things needs to be put into that cauldron thing. So you've got lots of brewing options. This one is for the leap. You need a bone apple. You need a brewing thing, belladonna flour, feather and raw flesh, and you've got lots of them, so we'll get into them later on. And then altar power, these ones are a little bit more advanced. When it says the altar power, you do need it to be near the altar, so we can make anything with I would say up to 3,500. So I mean, most of these, I mean this one here, this one actually gives you you need 4,000, so these are more based on getting it up a lot. But Soul of the World, that is one of the brewing things that we're going to be needing to do at some point, but not just yet. So on this one though, we will be needing to make this thing here. So we need to make this tier stuff. So we need the goddess, that, and some jars. And once I've got that stuff together, I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. So as you can see from the distillery, now the bottles have appeared on this bit here, because that's what we're actually distilling. So it's taking its power from the altar, as you can see, but because we've got the ×3, it will charge up, quite quickly. So we just got to wait until this is done, and then hopefully we can get the next thing, because we do need to make this chalk first. The goal, we do need to make this chalk anyway, but to actually make the chalk we do need to get this stuff. Now to get this stuff, basically you need foul fumes. So to get the foul fumes, you can actually get it from doing this process, which is pretty good. But you can also get it if you do it this way. So we get charcoal anyway, but we also get foul fumes. So that's another way of getting the foul fumes. So this way is really good because we get the tear of a goddess, and we get the magic one, and we get the foul fumes one. So it's good. It uses the power off the altar, and this way is also good because we're getting charcoal, which we can then use in this oven, and it gives us the foul fumes as well. So we're just going to let this run through. Let's just take all this out. We do need more jars, so I have made some. They're over here in the furnace. I made them. I just went and got some clay. That's why I got my shovel in my hand. So they're all cooking through now. There you go. We've got 31 now. So what I'm going to do from now on is everything from the witch mod will be kept outside. It's going to be kept out over here because I'm sick and tired of running inside all the time. So I've just been throwing everything to do with the witches into this one here. So I'll just put something in there that I actually need. It was the empty jars, that's what I needed. So we're just going to stick these empty jars into here, and that should start, going again. And then we're just going to have a look at the recipe for the white chalk again. So like I said, you need this stuff here. So we do need to make either another distillery, so we have two distilleries side by side going, or we've just got to wait until this is finished. So what I'm thinking of is it's not actually that much to make it, and we do have a few of them. So let's just nip inside and we'll make another distillery, because I think we're going to be needing it anyway, and it'll be a good move because then we could have like two distilleries going at the same time. So we're going to make another distillery, so we need that, and then I'll just throw you into there to get the crystal. And then we'll throw those into there and do that, and we then need to turn around and get some of the jars out of here to then stick into there, and that will make us our other distillery that we need. And this one will be put basically on the process of making the chalk for now, because once we've got the chalk we can start making the circles and stuff that we actually need. So what we're going to do is put them into there. That's what I want to make. So we need quick lime, which you get from wood ash. Okay, that's interesting. So let's get this wood ash. I have got some more wood ash somewhere, I believe I do. So let's just stick them into there with that. And I'll nip inside again and get some wood ash, and once I've got all the materials together I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So I grabbed the wood ash out of the thing, and I put it in a crafting table and got some quick lime. I think that's what it's called, quick lime, yeah. And then we just need that foul stuff, the fumes, which is here now because we've got 15 of them, and we'll stick those into there, and that's going to make us the chalk. Now the chalk is very special because you need it to do anything in witchcraft. You need to make like the multi-structures, as I said. So the first one you need to make is the gold one. The gold one is always the one that goes into the center of your thing. So what we're going to do really quickly is that one. Yeah, let's go just grab a magic, because I still didn't make the blooming book. I'm going to make this magic circles book just to show you exactly what I've been talking about the multi-structures. Let's click on the magic circle again, and we'll go back onto the magic circle. I need a Donabella. Let's stick you there and go get a Donabella. Out of here. The magic circles are basically you drawing with chalk. The more chalk you, the more well, the bigger the circle, the better, really. So you need to make sure you do it in the proper way, and we'll do that, and then put U's back down. Put you back down. I need to hold that. That's not the right one. I'll get onto the Mandrake thing on the next episode, I think, or the episode after that. I'm not too sure which one I'm going to do it on at the moment. But let's go back in here really quickly. And then we'll stick the belladonna up there to get our book. And then I will open this book and I will show you. So basically, these are the structures. These are circles that you draw with the chalk, and these are the sizes that you need. So there is ones that are quite small, like this one. You only need a small one, but you need to put the gold chalk in the middle. And then you've got different ones, like the transformation one. You need to use the purple chalk, and then that one, and it will transport you to a bound waystone location. So the waystone location is basically the chalk itself, the gold chalk. You set it up that way, and then there's loads more that we can get into later on. Some of them are really cool. Like infusing items and stuff like that, but you do need the altar's power. So what we're going to do for now is we're just basically going to build these structures themselves, and we're going to see which ones we actually need. So let's have a look. So that is cooking perfectly, and we just need to grab them for now. And oh, there you go, we got some oil stuff, so that's another essence we've got. So let's just throw our book into here with some of the belladonna plants, and the rest of this junk can go in the ME system in a moment. And we just need to nip back to the white chalk recipe. The white chalk recipe was the wood ash down the sides with that white coal stuff and this stuff here. So I can only make two chalks for actually I can only make one chalk for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that there and take that one with us, and we'll have you as well. And then we'll just need to do this recipe here, and that gives us two chalks. And then once this is cooked up again, what was that? That was the just one moment, let me just do this again. It was the goddess one. I'm out of the goddess one. So let's just have a look how you make that goddess one, because I keep on forgetting. Birch saplings. Okay, so we do need to get a birch farm up at some point, so we can actually do that. Yeah, so we can do that. So with the white chalk, what you do is the white chalk, you need to then make a gold, the gold chalk. So we need to go inside to do that. So let's just dump the items we do not need back into here. And I'm going to leave my bread in here because I'm always hungry outside. And then we can make the gold chalk, and I'll show you the structures that you need to make with the actual chalk itself. So let's just put you into there, click on the gold chalk, and actually put you into there. And then we do need to make the purple chalk, but we need this stuff here. And then there's also the infernal one, which you need that mossy stuff, and 2 pieces of chalk anyway. So we've got the gold one anyway, so we'll just use this one for now. I'll show you exactly what it does. So what we're going to do is, for the first one, we're actually going to stick it here, and you basically that is bound to the altar So when we do make our big structures, there'll be a, like say for instance, there'll be a gold one in the middle, and then all the other ones around the edge of it, and then that one is the one that makes like is the central point to the power. And then later on, if you make another one, it'll always bind you back to the one that you first made. So let's just break this one because we don't actually need this one here. So that is basically what you do. So when you get the purple one, you stick them in that structure. So you just keep on tapping along here and making the structures and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it takes the power off the altar. And that's the way that works. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to actually work out and make some more of these chalks. I'm going to work out a way to get the thing. Where are you? I've completely lost it. We need to find a way to summon the demon. Also, I will be needing to make that because that is the only thing that can kill the demon, because there's a trick with the demon that I'll show you when we do get the demon. But yeah, I need to get this water artichoke globe, so that must mean it's near water. So I'm going to actually go search for that, and on the next episode hopefully we can get some water artichokes, so we could actually have them right next to us over here, and then that way we don't have to be running around trying to find them. So I'm going to call it here because we've probably gone completely and utterly over time like usual, and this was the Horizons pack with me, Firefox, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time we will be working on a little bit more of Witchery. We'll be getting more into it. Hopefully we can start doing some of the spells and stuff as well, so we can actually start teleporting all over the shop. And in the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit more of this, find some of them artichokes, do some Thaumcraft, and that is about it. Oh yeah, and I'm going to go down there. I'm going to reset up the boring machine because I still have not done it. So I still need to do that as well. So that will all be on the next episode. Hopefully we can get into the next episode as well of trying to automate the mandrakes, because you would have watched the episode by then, hopefully, and you guys would have put your ideas in, so I can actually watch or read your ideas of trying to automate it or trying to make it better than the way I did it, and we can then put our ideas together, and hopefully we can have a fully successful automation of it. So as usual, thank you very much for watching. Bye guys.